Hi, today we're going to be doing a demonstration on tip painting, and this time we're going to be tip painting just lines. So we would be working on a already drawn pencil line image. The guidelines for tip painting are to rest your hand on the table. So my hand would be setting on the table like this rather than levitating above the table. You need to hold your brush like a pencil, so if your brush has this rest, you can hold it on that or down on the metal part, whatever is comfortable. But up at the end like this is not correct. You want to choose the best brush for the job. So these are some examples of brushes for little areas. If I want to do skinny lines, this one would probably be the best because it's the smallest round tip. This one would work if I was very careful with my pressure. This one would create a very thick line. And then the last thing you want to be very careful with is your pressure. So if I'm painting, to load my paintbrush, I would just put paint on the very tip of it. I don't want a large bead of paint, just a small amount. And then if I go ahead and paint a line and I barely press down, I can get a very nice smooth line that's little. If I again load my paintbrush with just about the same amount of paint and I press down really hard, I get a thick line and I run out of paint very quickly. So controlling the pressure on the brush is very important. To start, I would go ahead and load my paintbrush. And when I paint my picture, I'm right-handed, so I work from the left side to the right side so that I don't set my hand in wet paint. If I wanted to paint this deer shape here, I would go ahead and pick a spot to start, and I would try to pull the brush towards my body. Okay, so this is different than painting a large area because I want to use my hand to move the brush. As it runs out of paint, I just reload it. Whereas if I was painting a large area, I would move my arm instead of my wrist. And I always pull the brush in one direction. I never go back and forth like I'm scrubbing if I'm doing tip painting. And I would just continue until I was finished with that area.